Good morning, everyone. Today's a beautiful day. Yeah, even though it's raining. But that's okay, right? Because it's the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and we will be glad in it. So, I thought maybe we could open up that box that I got from Amazon the other day and see what might be in that. So let's take a peek. So, it's a box within a box. Oh my goodness, a box within a box. We'll take this one out. Okay, maybe. All right. That one on the floor. What do you think it is? Oh, look at that. It is my Nesco food hydrator. Oh, I've wanted one for so very long, and I finally have one. And I checked so many stores, and I just couldn't find, the one I wanted. And it wasn't like I wanted this particular Nesco. I did want a Nesco. They are American made, and that's one of the reasons. But also because it's a very good dehydrator. But of the two, oh, I think it's upside down. Of the two that I could afford, I couldn't find them in any of our local stores. So that's why I went ahead and I ordered it on Amazon. Well, look at that. And yes, I did take your advice, Homestead Tessie, and I purchased some of those screens. I purchased the screens because she said that you need the screens so that the food doesn't fall through. And it came with 2 screens, and it came with a fruit roll-up, which I will never probably ever use, but 5 trays, 2 screens. Sounded to me like I needed to order extra, so I did. Anyways, that's kind of exciting, don't you think? I guess the instructions are down below. And this must be, what is this? Oh, beef jerky. Seasonings, and it says jerky cure. I have no idea what any of this is, but that's okay. I'm sure my husband will want to check that part out. I wanted it for fruits and vegetables, so that's why I got it. That's going to be fun, don't you think? So do you think you know what I'm going to be doing today? Because you probably would be correct if you say I'm going to be slicing up some fruit and veggies and trying out this dehydrator. So anyways, I'll talk to you in a little while, and I hope you have a great day too. You want to see what I've done so far? But I will give you a little hint. I am definitely going to have to order more trays. This is kind of fun. Look, I have strawberries and apples. And this one here is all apples. This is carrots and cucumbers. This is lemons and limes, which I'm very thrilled about because I really like to put this in water. I enjoy lemons and limes in nice, refreshing water. And then there's some peppers. Now on this particular one, I am going to go ahead now that I am done, and I'm going to cut up those 2 jalapenos because I still have space on here for that. And then I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to see what that's all about. Anyways, I'll talk to you after a little bit. I thought maybe we could take a peek inside and see what it looks like in there. Okay, let's see what it's doing, shall we? Ooh, there's the lemons and the limes. These are not done. I can still see a lot of moisture. Let's see what the others are doing. Oh, look at the carrots and the cucumbers. Look how little they are. Almost done, but not quite. And then there's the strawberries and some of the apples. Yeah, these aren't quite done either. And then there is more of the apples. Look at that whole tray was full when I put those on there. I couldn't put any more in there, and look at how little they are now. And then these are my peppers. Ooh, don't they look nice? It's hard to believe that they were totally full, where I couldn't put another piece of nothing on it. And here they are. Lots of room for more, huh? But yep, I'm just going to go ahead and put this lid back on, plug that back in, and continue with its dehydrating, and I will show you what that looks like when it's done. Of those 5 trays, this is what I ended up with. This is the lemons and the limes, and this is all the vegetables: carrots, cucumbers, and peppers. And then this here is the apples and the strawberries. Now, the apples and the strawberries took longer, the fruit took longer than the vegetables. And so when I took these out, I went ahead in the dehydrator and put onions. And they're still going. So they probably won't be done until like around midnight tonight. I think it's going to be kind of fun, but I definitely have to get more trays. It has rained the entire day, and as I sat down here to do this devotion, it dawned on me that the problem is that I have absolutely no motivation to really do anything on days like today. I just feel like curling up on the couch and yeah, totally just become a lazy bum when it's days like today where there's no sun and it's just dreary and wet and damp and cold. But anyways, today I wanted to read from Jonah chapter 3 verses 1 and 2. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah the second time, saying, "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it the message that I tell you." You know, the Lord gave Jonah another chance because Jonah, he didn't want to listen to God. And God didn't change his mind about the prophet's destination just because Jonah didn't want to do it. There was no negotiation with Jonah where the Lord expressed understanding about his reluctance to go to Nineveh. You know how we will sit down and we'll want to justify our reasons for not doing what we should be doing. Jonah's disobedience and repentance produced a clear and simple result, another chance to do what he should have done in the first place. And you know what? It was not just for Nineveh's sake, but God cared for Jonah just like he cared for the people of Nineveh. Because if God's concern was only about Nineveh and the people that lived in that great city, the Lord could have sent anyone to do that task. But he definitely wanted Jonah to go. Because God wanted to change and to soften the prophet's heart, to make him more like himself. Jonah's identity and calling as a prophet by no means meant that God was finished shaping and molding him. Perhaps you have a calling on your life, maybe to be a pastor, or maybe you are in a leadership role at your church or in your community, or perhaps you are a parent, wherein your role as a leader is easily overlooked, but nonetheless a leader and a vital one. Jonah's experience is an excellent example of the Lord's desire to transform his faithful saints. The Apostle Paul speaks in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 of a more excellent way. But what Jonah lacked was of such great concern to God that he was willing to put Jonah into a very uncomfortable circumstance. You see, what Jonah lacked was a most essential characteristic of God's nature, which is the love that we call agape, the love which God himself is. So keep in mind that in whatever leadership role God has placed you in, if there is any bias for presumption, self-righteousness, or pride, something profoundly important is missing from your character. As 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verses 1 and 2 tell us, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I should move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. So with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. But the one thing that is the most profoundly important in this life that we are living is the agape love that God has demonstrated to us, and we then are as lights in this world to demonstrate to everyone else. I'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless.